What's up, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, and today's vlog is a new review on the past 2 weeks here on my new vlogging episodes. My name is Spencer, and we're back at it again with this review of, what I've been doing. So 10 days ago I did this first review here, and then I want to go over the past few videos I went, kind of like the thought processes, why I made these choices, and what I was thinking about when I made the choices, and I want to talk about that a little bit. So first off, when I first did this vlog, vlog video, it's because I was leaving USJ and Universal Studios, and I was taking a bus back from Osaka to Tokyo, and that's, I had to find the right bus terminal for that. I had to find the right train station. I had to get on the train and get all over the place, and I was going to film it originally at at a restaurant or something in Osaka, but I just didn't have time, and I was just going to get lost. The thing about it was I knew that when I was chilling here, if you could see here in the beginning, I was just kind of like hanging out, like right here. I was thinking about all the videos I've made to this point, and that I was like, you know what, why don't I just talk about what I experienced? And now I'm doing it again. So here I just did an overlay of me just talking about like all these other videos and kind of, the pursuit of growing and learning, and kind of recognizing that the consistency here is key. And I think that's important, right? Next, we have this video I landed back in Tokyo. It was like 7 in the morning. I was sleepy. I got lazy. I woke up and had pizzas. Now, what's interesting about this was that this video clocked at 230 views, right? Which later on, I did another food video I ate at 318 views. And I noticed that these both have food in it, and they both use the verb I ate. And I have turned my videos, my channel, to a food channel. So I think that because I'm a food channel, the word I eat, right, gives this more of a priority on the channel, especially those who are here because of the food. And then now they're seeing me doing a daily vlog. They're not used to that. They're just here to see the food, which is okay. I'm not mad. I can see why the algorithm, or why that's pushing that towards the audience or people who want to watch that. That's interesting. I just think that if I start using the word I ate, more people would show up. But then again, I also have the shorts for that, right? And I'm gonna do a whole nother section on these shorts when I get there. But today we're focusing on these videos. Okay, next was this snowboarding video. Now, what's interesting is that when it came to this day, right, especially after having a lazy day, because I didn't know what I was going to film that day, this second day here, this snowboarding video, what's really interesting about this day is that this was the first time I recognized that I knew the outcome. I knew the answer. I knew the end. Does it make sense? Like my earlier videos, if you've been here for a while, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you can tell that my previous videos, not these are pretty good. I focus on the story. That means I had a beginning, middle, and end. I didn't know what the beginning, middle, and end was, and they took a while for me to make the videos, right? They weren't daily. These had more structure, more time, because I filmed the whole day, and then I took pieces of the day and then made a video. Yeah, versus these videos here, I kind of just like was filming whatever, and I just kind of talked it through my day. Didn't really have a theme, it didn't really stand a chance. I just kind of made it up as I was going along, and I tried to make it daily. I didn't really have a topic there. And then before that, right, was these videos here. It's kind of like a mix between food, like I was eating and I was doing long form food videos, and this was before I went to shorts, right? And you could tell that some of these were like vlog mixy, and then they're also food mixy too. And I didn't really I decided to move the long form to the short form, which thankfully made way more sense. And then before that, I had the things I learned. I was like working on thumbnails. As you can see, I was really pushing on thumbnails here. Then when shorts released, I started getting into shorts. I was really pushing myself in all these avenues. I kept all these videos up, by the way. Excuse me. I kept all these videos up just to show you, to show others that like I've just been grinding along, you know. And then I have videos even older than this when I was, traveling, trying to do daily again. Then I went to TwitchCon. Then I changed everything to a more teaching perspective. And then I was doing this older daily vlog that was super fun. I was just trying my best to enjoy and learn from the process and learn as I go. That's what it was. Now we're here. But now my vlog process and thinking is completely different because I know the end. I know the outcome. I know the answer to the question. When you see one of my newer videos from 2025, I already know what I'm doing. Like, I already know what I'm going to say here. Does that make sense? Like, this part here was already filmed. Everything else came afterwards. Does it make sense? Like, I would say 30 or 40% of the video was me already like filming all of this stuff. Apart from like the beginning where I'm like walking to the shops, the end is like, I already filmed the end. I already know what I'm going to say. And then I just film all the things that I need to, B-roll over. Right? And then here, I was like super lazy this day. Some days you're just lazy. You're just lazy like that. And I knew I was going to meet a friend. So I took a nap. Woke up, went to the gym, came back, took a nap, woke up. It was nighttime. And I'm like, dude, I just like wasted the whole day away. I mean, I did edit a bunch of videos, but I did just waste the day away. So then I knew it was night. I knew I had a friend I was going to meet. And I really wanted to go to Oizumi Gakuen because that's where we're going to have dinner. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go here, film this. I already know the answer because I came here with the mystery, with the curiosity, right? And I was like, okay, the result of this is me learning what this is and then making sure I ask a question to my audience. Let's go to Oizumi Anime Gate. It's cool. I liked it. Then the next day, because this is pretty far in Nerima, I went to the Sanrio store in Ikebukuro. I always wanted to go to that Sanrio store. So what's interesting about this vlog was that this was the first vlog that pushed me into an adventure, right? Like, I was going to Ikebukuro knowing that I was going to go to the store. It wasn't an accident. I was very in tune. Like, I am going to go to this store. It is 100% happening. I had my struggle, my adventure, my curiosity, my wonder. I was like, what is this? What is this? I made sure that I was checking every part of the room out. I was really engaged in what I found in there. I mean, like, it was a good time. I enjoyed it and I'd do it again. But I knew the answer was that this was going to be part of my routine, like going on adventure. Like, I want to see something that's interesting to me. And if it's interesting to me, it's going to be interesting to somebody else. How can I present that story to a way that's interesting to an audience? That's the challenge. Then we have this time capsule vlog, which was really cool. So what's interesting about this was that the actual day, like right here, this day, like you see how I have a tie on, like I actually had like my first day of work-ish kind of. So I'm like, getting a new job, I'm like onboarding, I'm just answering a bunch of questions, emails. That's what I'm really doing at this time. And it's like an 8-9 hour day of me just sitting behind a desk, right? It's really not interesting. It's like spreadsheets, emails, nothing, literally like nothing to film, right? Like I was like, what am I going to talk about today, right? Like, I knew I was going to make a video. I knew I had a project. I knew I had a challenge that I needed to fulfill, right? So I was like, okay, why don't I pull up some old footage and then talk about it? Kind of like what I'm doing now, right? And as I was looking up at some old footage, I found this video. This one, this Easy Peasy Patsuruzu. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I had this video ready to go and I never posted it, right? Like I never, as you can see, I'm just like, hey, this is a time capsule video. And I use the word time capsule on purpose as a captured moment in time. And now that I've unlocked these time capsule vlogs that already exist, some of them are complete. Others were not complete. Others, I've just filmed the day, right? I just filmed the day and I was so stubborn. Like, I didn't have like the story. I didn't have a climax. I didn't have a conflict. I didn't have a conclusion. And I kind of just like wrote it off. I just filmed the whole video because I used to carry my camera around all the time. I filmed things every single day and I didn't I didn't see the story, and I was just lazy to make it. I just came up with excuses, and I was like, like if I don't make a video, then whatever. But now, with this daily vlog and a daily challenge, I was like, yo, I can just like do this. I could just talk about the video. I could just make a video and kind of just like talk about it and make it a time capsule vlog, which is going to open up a whole mess of potential videos that I have like locked away. Like I have so much old footage, like unreal amounts of old footage that it's going to be amazing that I open up, and they're just going to be time capsule vlogs, and they're going to just be just fantastic. And I'm looking forward to them. I'm so happy because now I can finally use those videos and hopefully pictures and all sorts of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. And if it interests me, I hope it interests somebody else, because it's like nostalgia, right? Like we all miss these things, and I don't want to waste the footage. Like, look at this, like easy patisserie. And now that I'm like watching it and making these videos, it's easy for me to just be like, okay, like what did I learn from here? Don't talk about a video like this was better as a short. Like I could see it now, right? And then here's the question. That's good. So time capsule vlogs, wait for them. They're coming. And then the next day, I did this journaling video, which was really interesting because it ties in with this first journal video of the year, right? And I didn't buy a journal, and I did here because I was going to use it for work, and then I switched over to digital like the very next day, and I was like, I just wasted like $4 or $6 here. But I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it to like take notes for the new job, you know. So that is important. I don't want to be scribbling in my devices the whole time, because sometimes I'm just faster on a pencil and paper. I mean, like hopefully I'm old, so that's just how it works. Okay, so that ties in with this as like the real goal, yeah, like journaling, and this is like a pioneer for everything. Then the next day, I knew I was going to meet. These 2 days, I knew I was going to meet with people. So then I kind of set up like the relationships form. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to meet some friends. Let's go ahead and try to introduce them to this. Like, let's bring people into the vlog now, knowing what I know that I, you know, and then I wanted to use a new camera that day. It was just very exciting. I just had the technology that I really wanted to push. And I knew moving forward that if I was making these videos, I could start bringing in more people, because I can, you know, because before I used to like ask people like in advance, like, hey, I'm making a video in like 2 or 3 days. Is it cool if I interview you then? Right? Versus like, I'm making this video. I know who I'm talking to today. Hey, can I ask you a question? Right? Boom. Those happened all on that same day. It was fantastic. So that was pretty good. Next, we had this Ginza Happo video, which was great. I think the best part about the Ginza Happo video is that I kind of did the same thing, right? Where I kind of just like, I repeated the same techniques that I was learning this entire time, which is the whole point of making these videos, right? So what I did was this is the second time of me walking through the restaurant, okay? Right? I already walked through it the first time. I walked through it without a camera, okay? There was no camera. I walked through it just to know the information, right? I knew what I was going to film. I knew, because remember, by the time I get here, I know what the answer is. I know what I'm going to say because I'm already saying it, right? So if we notice, this video here is it's a carbon copy of this Sanrio video, right? Which I did one tour there, right? And it's the same carbon copy of this one. And it's the same copy of this one, this Donkey Kong one. And the same one I did here on this one. And the same one I did for, I think, also this one. Where I kind of just like narrate and walk and talk, right? I'm like, oh, I see this and see this. Because I knew it was going to be short. It's just going to be in this little pocket. And I had a question at the end. I had a conclusion. I had a topic. I had a theme. And I knew I could just like focus all my effort and energy into one thing, because I knew all the maximum information. That's what makes these little vlogs perfect, and me having a conclusion, because as I was teaching English in Japan for such a long time, when you have the conclusion, when you have the end, it's really easy for you to work backwards, right? Because I already know what the introduction is going to be. Like, hey, today we're going to do this. And because I already know what the conclusion, and most likely I already filmed it, right? I'm like, okay, now that I know what the conclusion is, here's the introduction, which is me telling you where I'm going, right? And then now I just B-roll all the things that I am going to do or had already done, which is awesome. And I'm super happy about that. I kind of did that here in this Osaka Tokyo bus too. It's nice. Right? Next, I did this locker video, which is really hilarious because in this video, what happened was 2 weeks ago. So if you haven't seen this video yet, please go ahead and watch it. But I technically, what had happened was I left my key here, right? Because 2 weeks ago, which was December 30th. So this is this is January 1st. December 31st, December 30th, I went to Kawagoe, lost my key here because I was trying to do a daily, I was filming the whole day, okay? I was filming the whole day and I was so distracted because I was like, what's going to be the takeaway here? What's going to be the mission, the blah, 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 right? And then I fell back into the same trap of like, I don't have a story, I don't have an intro, I don't have a conclusion, I don't have a theme, excuses, and then I just put the video away. See that? And then 2 days later, I just told myself, shut up, man. Film this video. Make it. Make this. Make something. You can already make a short. Why don't you just make it a little bit longer than a short? Right? You're already making a 60-second video every single day. You might as well make a 61-second video. Right? How about that? And if you see here, it's 1 minute and 8 seconds. So in reality, I could have made it 59 seconds if you think about it. Right? I just added another 9 seconds, like just to be like, okay, that's a long form video compared to my YouTube shorts, which are all under 59 seconds. Right? So that, which is hilarious because now that information, that film is a time capsule vlog. You see how that hilarious that is? Now that I have all that information filmed, I can connect that as a part 1 prelogue, like a prologue to this video, right? This one here, which is, I think, even more hilarious because I was able to film me collecting the money, but then I have the information of me losing the key, which will later on become just like a time capsule vlog, which maybe I'll do early, maybe I'll do late, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But I think that is hilarious. I think that's funny, right? So maybe I'll make that time capsule vlog soon, maybe I'll make it later, I don't know, but I do have that and I'm looking forward to making that. Then this next one here, what I did on purpose, which was because I was in Kawagoe, which is very far. I had to travel back down to my area, passing through Yokohama, and you see the word schedule. So I made sure, like right here, it says the word schedule right here. So I purposely make sure that every single verb after I is different. So it's another challenge. Like I'm trying to make this challenge so unique, right? Like I don't do a lot of repeats, right? So you can see I used the word I ate here twice because I did that was the thing. Like I ate at the pizzas. Like I didn't look at them. You know, I didn't have conversations with them. I did eat them. And I told you why I ate them. Here, I ate at Ginza Happo. I did that. Like, right? But if you look at the schedule, misplaced, ate, asked, visited, went, journaled, window shopped, review, bought, took, snowboarded, watched, vlogged. Like, I make sure that the vlogs are as much as possible using different verbs to help push my challenges forward, to make sure something is new all the time. And you know, if I keep repeating something, it will get dry and boring. And I want to make sure that this review here, as you can see, I did it 10 days ago on I review my first week in January. Now this is reviewing my second and third week. And then I'm most likely going to review January, right? Like the full of January. Because remember, this is supposed to help me grow and learn. And I might as well make a video of me learning on the channel as well. Which leads me to this video here, that I know that every single time that I make a video, that it's a challenge and it's something I'm learning to get better at. And, you know, what is something that you're getting better at, or a challenge that you're trying to fulfill? Because it's hard. Like, this is tough for me. This is still a challenge, and it's still something that's completely new. In fact, it's so challenging that I make mistakes every single day, but I learn from them. And now that I'm pushing this to be my new standard, it's bringing like a new kind of happiness and fulfillment. Like, it just feels good. So let me know if this is something that you're working on, or if there's some struggles that you're going through. Let me know, because I go through them too. you know? And I like the daily vlog. I always think it's like an interesting, passionate thing that I'm all about, and I'm trying to find new creative ways to share stories because I just want to be a storyteller. I just want to find something interesting and get better at it. And yeah, that's my take. So if you have any questions, you know what to do. Drop a comment down below. Let me know. And if this interests you, go ahead and follow along. I have a journey, and I can officially say this. I am making 730 videos this year, right? So journey to 730 videos, meaning I'm making 365, what is it? 365 times 2, which is 730. So 730 videos, because that's a daily vlog and a YouTube short, right? So that's 2 videos every day for the whole year. And yeah, so I might actually name this video. It's either I name this video, where is it? I review my first, second, and third week, or my journey to 750 videos. Anyways, if there are some challenges in your world, let me know. I'm all here for it. And thank you for your endless support all the time. Okay? Thanks, guys. Have yourself a great rest of your day, night, wherever you are. Take care. And like always, see you tomorrow.